Okay, so tell me a little bit about your client.
So we had Candy. She has multiple sclerosis on her right side only. So she can't use her hand or like her elbow, but she can use her shoulder, and she can walk and drive, stuff like that.
Okay. And what did you find was her main problem that you wanted to help her with?
The main problem that I saw was that she had a hard time doing like dishes and like cooking, like simple stuff like that you like usually be able to do. So I saw that as the main problem over anything else.
Okay, and then what did you want to fix for her then?
I wanted her to make her like almost like another like hand kind of, so she could like hold like spoons, spatulas, anything she wanted to really put into it. So I made this little wrist brace thing where she can hold like a spoon or anything like in a little pocket, and she can just like use it like a regular hand almost, and just like move her shoulder to get it to where she needs to go.
So what was she going to use it for primarily? Just to to stir? What was she using that for?
For like stirring and scooping and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's just cooking stuff.
And you learned that from talking to her, right? Like you listened to her, because she has many problems.
She got brought in. Everybody kind of took it their own way. The other two groups made like peanut butter type holder, like jars, stuff like that. I didn't really see that as like a main problem.
Yeah. So you took a different path, and yeah. So you made her something else. What was the most meaningful thing you did for her?
The most meaningful thing was definitely like being able to like actually make a product that she told us that that's something that she really really wanted, and that she hoped somebody made. So
And does she have your product right now?
She does have one of them.
Okay.
We're making her a second one to try to see if that one will work better.
Okay.
Different things, stuff like that.
How many prototypes did you go through before you got to the thing that you gave her?
Should we count?
This is our fifth attempt, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's our fifth attempt. We started out with something a lot bulkier, a lot bigger, that I thought was going to work, just based off of what she said. But the feedback that she gave us turned into just smaller and smaller and smaller, which is okay.
Not so complex.
Right, not so complex, so keep it simple, right? Keep it simple a little bit with this.
It's pretty complex, like if you really think about it. It's like almost if you flip the universal cuff from being vertical to horizontal, right? Or would it be from horizontal to vertical?
It'd be horizontal to vertical, yeah.
Yeah, so we made pretty much a cuff that's able to go vertical instead of horizontal, just so it's easy for her to like scoop out like her cake batter, brownie batter.
And have you talked to her? Is the prototype working?
She said that she loved it. She said it's not something that she uses on a daily basis, and it's something that works pretty well, but she said when she does use it, she does really enjoy it.
So are you done then, or have you?
No. We have the one that we're making right now, which I'm hoping is done before the end of the year. But except for that, as prototypes go, I'd say that we're done, but I wish we had more time so we could make like an actual final, good, stable project.
How do you think you've been successful in the class, Kiah?
I feel like I've learned a lot throughout the class. Like, I'm more open to talking like new people. It's a little easier now because I made new friends and stuff like that. And
Is this class much different than your first year class?
oh, so very different.
Okay, and that was okay. Like moving out of that comfort zone of that to this.
It was a little nerve-wracking at first, but I mean, I got used to it. Opened up a little bit to other people.
Okay, good. What did you learn about yourself that you will take on into the work world? Or you're both going to college, right?
Yeah.
So what will you learn? What did you learn in the class that you will use in college, do you think?
Well, like I keep saying, I want to go into like biotech engineering or like business. I like to use more like my hands-on than like computers, stuff like that. So, I'll definitely do like more hand-on and like just use like my mind and stuff like that. Go to other people. We went to a lot of different like experts and different peers and stuff for other advice. So
Good.
use that of course.
It's okay to seek out an expert, isn't it? I mean, I think sometimes we forget that we're not experts on everything, especially us old people. But yeah, I mean that's a valid point.
Just don't try to be independent in this type of work.
Get it done.
Or really any type of work. You should never try to be independent.
The real work world doesn't work like that, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Kai?
Wait,
what did you learn that you will take with you to college? Like, you might have learned a skill, you might have learned communicate, anything. What did you learn that you think you'll use in college?
I feel like I developed a new teamwork skill, so that's kind of nice because just working with other people is a lot easier now.
Mm-hmm. Good. Good. What would you do if you could change one? If there's one thing you could change, what would you change?
About
The class.
Okay. I would probably change. Well, the fact that we're in COVID doesn't help, but I did like last year when I was in CAD. You were there like every day, and well, that was kind of nice just because you got to like just stay hands on,
Mhm.
keep remembering what you were doing. You just got to keep doing it the next day.
Okay.
So
Would you want to go back to CAD, or did you think
I think I would have stayed in biotech.
and just gone to CAD when you needed help with something?
Yeah.
Would you have liked to have learned like virtually for your second year from CAD and stayed in biotech and had some time to work on that within the biotech class? Does that make sense?
I didn't get that.
Okay, like you would stay in biotech 5 days a week,
Okay.
but let's say on every Wednesday you would work on some CAD independent virtual work while you're sitting in the biotech classroom. So you really wouldn't go back unless you needed help from.
Yeah, I could see myself doing that. That doesn't seem that difficult. So.
Okay. Like you didn't need anything, and you could go get the computer out of CAD and all
Yeah.
that if you had to.
Mm-hmm.
So sort of like what you guys do. So
Yeah,
keeping
yeah.
them all together, but finishing some of those things in their home class. What about you, Alex?
The one thing I think I would have changed is I wouldn't make the class like overly sized, but because of the way that the cohorts work, a lot of the kids were Reese Puffer kids, stuff like that. So the Monday Tuesday was a lot bigger than the Thursday Friday, which I thought was kind of like, and we lost a lot of time due to it being Thursdays and Fridays. So I thought we kind of got the short end of the stick with people and with time. So I think definitely time would be another one. So like maybe 3 days a week do like biotech engineering and then do 1 day feedback and then do like the other day like
Yeah.
a homeschool type class or whatever.
Yep. And I do feel like the cohorts also, and I don't know if kids kind of picked up on this, but it didn't mix kids like we usually have. Like you were in class with Reese Puffer kids and Fruitport kids, right? Now you don't have. You have like
You don't
Ravenna,
get to branch
Oak
out
Ridge,
that
and right. You
really.
narrowed your focus down a little bit more. So
Like
I think
last year I had Puffer, Ravenna, Oak Ridge, Muskegon,
OV.
Muskegon Heights, OV.
So definitely a different feel. That I think that you miss that, and you all come from different area. I mean, in different geographical areas, bring a different feel to the class, doesn't it? So, okay, good. Anything else you want to add? You
Are
both
you
did.
posted?
Yep. So what's going to happen? And just let me say thank you, both of you, for being
Well,
in
you
the
don't have
class.
to pause it, that's why-
Really,
that's why I was asking.
yeah, it's going to be posted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think if you do like doing hands-on work and you want to help people, because you don't really get to help people in like the other health classes, I think this is definitely an experience that you would enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do enjoy helping people. It's just like I said earlier, it's like a part of my life. I just like doing it, and it makes me feel good. So this is a good choice of a class if you like doing that.
Good. All right. It's been good having you in class, guys. Thank you.